I'm pleased to be part of Coronet Inside Out and share this very short video that Kiranada Museum of Art in Delhi had produced to mark Museum Week. It was at this very museum earlier this year, just weeks before the whole world went into lockdown, that Anda very generously reiterated her invitation for me to collaborate with the Coronet. Before this invitation becomes a collaboration, let me share with all friends of the theatre a little glimpse into my work. At this peculiar moment when we find ourselves pushed into isolation by a tiny microscopic entity, it does feel as if the planet is calling us out. One of the works that I've been going back to quite a bit in the last few weeks is this piece I made in 2018, Untitled 2 Minutes to Midnight, that derives its title from the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists and has at its center this image of a Paleolithic hand axe. These ancient stone tools seem to point to a moment when we as a species begin to exercise our own ingenuity by transforming an object outside of us into a tool and extend our own physical capacity to transform the next object and the next object until an unrelenting exponential cascade of transformations brings us to a completely altered world. The surface of the sculptures has this almost like a fossil scape of eyes, of gazes, where reptilian eyes, mammalian eyes, fish eyes seem to look back at us. And this image has had a peculiar resonance for me in the last few weeks. The sculptures are placed on a plinth which derives its form from the shape of the doomsday clock, the symbolic clock that was announced in 1947 by the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists. Some of the giants of 20th century physics, Oppenheimer, Fermi, Feynman, Niels Bohr, all of who served as the Los Alamos Manhattan Project in developing the first atomic bomb that they knew could then lead the planet to extinction, and announced at its 7 minutes to midnight. Thereafter, taking those 7 minutes as a reference point, the clock has been reset annually until in 2018, the clock was set to 2 minutes to midnight because of bioterrorism, nuclear threat, climate change, and artificial intelligence. As of 2020, the clock is set to 90 seconds to midnight.